Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm giving you a guide on how to become invincible in Minecraft. This might seem like one of those entirely ridiculous goals / dreams to actually have, but it is something you can do for the most part if you set up your Minecraft game in the right way, and I figured it's a fun project that some of you might want to set up to do in survival if you have a lot of friends that you're not really too trustworthy of, or if you just want a fun project to do in survival, like I said. So yeah, hopefully you'll do enjoy the video. If you do, like it and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's maybe do like this kind of guide on how to become invincible, because the basic idea here is we're going to reduce damage from every single source to such a low level where it realistically cannot kill us, and remove the source of damage that can do more than that. So yeah, let's start by talking about the very first way you want to protect yourself, and this one's very obvious. I know a lot of you do know this, but it's having armor, of course. Having diamond armor is the best armor, and if you have a full set of diamond armor, like I do on right now, you can see it actually fills up your armor bar. Every single one of those little chest plates represents 8% damage reduction, so just by having diamond armor on, you reduce all damage intaken, from what should be, 5 hearts of damage to 1 heart, because it reduces it by 80%, because there's 10 of those. 10 times 8 is 80. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, and that means that your effective health is 50 hearts at this point. What would usually kill you in 10 hearts will do just 2 hearts, and you can take 5 times the damage you otherwise would, which means that with just diamond armor by itself, you're going to do pretty well. You're going to have 5 times the health, and that's pretty useful. However, if your friends are really determined to kill you, they can do 5 times more damage. It happens a lot. Just having diamond armor isn't enough to always survive in it necessarily, which is why what you want to do after that is you put protection on there. I'm sure you all are familiar with the enchantment protection. Basically, if you have protection level 4, it increases your EPF. Every level of protection gives you a little bit, and if you have protection 4 on there, it actually gives you the equivalent of 5 points per armor, which is 20 out of 25 means that you actually have an extra 80% of damage resistance on top of the 80% you get from the diamond armor. It doesn't stack to 160% because then you'd be literally invincible, but it does stack to 96%, which means that for every 1 heart of damage, you're going to take 0.04 hearts of damage, which is so minute that you have to take 10 to even take anything. And for every usually what would be a health bar worth of death and just instant death in 1 hit, that will only do half a heart of damage. This increases your effective number of hearts from 10 or 50 with just diamond armor to 200, and means that it's so tricky to kill you, because even if someone has a diamond sword and they're attacking you pretty fast, so here's our example. We've got a skeleton who's going to be our friend who's going to attack us today, or I guess he's not going to be a very good friend if he's attacking us, but yeah, if we give our friend there the diamond sword, and then we let him attack us over and over again, he can see the equivalent of slightly more, in fact, because skeletons do a bit more damage. Here's us being attacked with a diamond sword over and over again. Because we have the armor on, we're taking a 96% reduction on that, and it means that even a diamond sword is doing so little to us, and as long as we're regenerating, we'll regenerate at almost the same pace that we're being hit at, which means that, yeah, losing a fight is pretty impossible, because all we have to do is hit just once, then twice, then 3 times, and suddenly the skeleton's dead. It's that simple, that fast to kill a skeleton, and that was with all of that other stuff. And with another player, unless they have a lot of armor, it's still going to be pretty fast. Even if they have diamond armor, as long as it's not, got protection on it, then you're still going to win that fight. And even if they do have protection diamond armor, all you have to do is be like, oh, well, this is going to go on forever, and I'm not sure if I'm going to win. I can run away. And because they need so many hits to kill you, and you're going to be running, even if they hit you once every, 5 seconds, you're going to regenerate faster than their hearts will do damage, and it means that you're impossible to kill while you're on the run, and because they need to run as well, they're going to be, basically, it creates an infinite fight where you can never lose it. So, the only way you can lose fights with all of this armor on is if somehow you get, 10 people ganged up on you, and they, trap you in a circle and do it that way. But again, that's just not possible on console anyway, and presumably you don't have 8-player worlds anyway. So yeah, even if all 7 people in a world gang up on you, unless they all have good armor on, you're still going to be able to just slay them one after another, because there is a delay on how fast you can be hit, which means, yeah, you are basically invincible to physical damage and damage from most sources while you're wearing this armor. But that's just the first point of today's video. I mostly want to focus on all the other sources of damage, because one of the things about, really good armor, and the reason why in PvP just having good armor won't win all the time, is because there are certain things that can go through armor. So, yeah, we're going through those today, and we'll be talking about how you can eliminate them, because the first one here is actually to do full damage, because as you're wait, let's just get rid of this sword. As you're probably aware, full damage does not get affected by armor, and that means a fall like this, which is 50 blocks if I'm not mistaken, a 50 block fall like this would usually kill you regardless of how much armor you're wearing, unless you have feather falling. Feather falling 4 takes your, fall up to about 80-90 blocks before you die, and it means that realistically, no one can make a trap below you and make you fall those blocks unless you're really aware, or unless you're on top of the hill at the time and then you fall that way. Again, it's very unlikely, and it means that you're next to hospital to die, because even if, you fall off the edge because someone traps you, as you can see, all it's going to do is half a heart half damage, we can, half a bar of damage, we can just go straight back up there and be ready to deal with it again. So yeah, feather falling is a very, very useful enchantment just to have them there as a backup, and because you can have both that and protection, you've got protection from all physical sources and protection from falling at the same time. On top of that, if somehow you do intend to be at the top of your world a lot and you're scared of dying, one thing you can bring is a water bucket. A water bucket reduces all full damage to 0 if you can use it correctly, which I'll admit I can't always do, because you just have to do something like that, fall in the water, and then you're fine and safe. So yeah, pro tip right here, if you want to avoid damage from falling, all you have to do is have feather falling, which reduces it, makes it so you won't die up to like 18-19 blocks, or if you want to go higher than that and somehow not risk falling, make sure you bring a water bucket with you, because the water bucket will do even better than that. So yeah, that's how you reduce falling damage. The next source of damage I wanted to talk about is actually the fire damage. And fire damage is a really big issue. And the thing about fire damage is that basically, it goes straight through armor as well. It's going to really, really hurt. And, it doesn't go straight through armor, sorry. But it really, really, really hurts. And as you can see, the fire's just going to sting over and over again. In this case, we're actually doing pretty well, where, it's doing such a low amount that realistically we can have very little damage. And we can even use it to our advantage to jump over like 1.5 blocks like this if we can. Wait, let's do this, right? Okay, but you can jump over blocks using it, and it's to some extent useful. However, if you're trapped in lava the whole time, you're going to die pretty fast like this. And if you are trapped in lava, if someone places lava on you, the one thing you want to do is immediately eat a golden apple. This will, 1, regenerate your health so fast, 2, give you fire protection, and 3, give you some bonus hearts. And having these golden apples on you at all times, alongside the water bucket, alongside a good weapon, means that realistically, as long as you have like at least a few seconds with this, which you always do, you are next to impossible to kill for the next 30 seconds, because you have regeneration 5. This means that, let's take some crazy damage right here. Even if we take some massive full damage, so even this isn't actually that big, but we take some massive damage, then we're going to regenerate next to, instantly. And it means that unless they have an enchanted golden apple too, which realistically they probably don't, then, again, the fight's going to be impossible to win. And no matter what trick techniques they can use, as long as you have a golden apple, you can survive most of that. However, there's one thing we have not considered yet, and that is actually to do with, the potions. So the thing is, there's actually 2 types of potion that will do damage that is not affected by armor. So first of all, poison damage. Poison damage, again, not affected by your armor. You can kind of save yourself if you have golden apples, but it's not the best of things to do, especially since these splash potions of harming can, again, they do straight through armor. They're kind of the, the sneaky way through, and it means if you have enough splash potions of harming, because let me just show you this right here. Here's a splash potion of harming. Here's me throwing it at the sky, hitting myself. It just goes straight through there. It does quite a bit of damage. If they have enough of those on them, if there's like, 5 people, or with like 3 potions each, they can just splash potion of harming you, do a massive splash damage, and have you dead that way. However, there's a couple of ways to avoid this. First of all, is to always eat a golden apple, which is a bit impractical because these take like 8 gold blocks. That's a lot of gold just to waste there. The second way to do it is to remove all nether warts from your world. One of the fun things about nether warts is that you actually can control them on the console, because there's a limited size nether, there's a limited number of nether warts, and if you get rid of them all, you either burn them or put them in a secret chest where no one else can find them, you can make it so no one else can brew potions. That means they can't give themselves strength potions, which again can help you in PvP if that ever comes up, but it also means that they can't brew potions of harming, and there's no way for them to kill you, besides maybe explosions. So here's the thing about explosions. You might think that they go straight through armor, which to some extent they do. However, here's what happens. Okay, so here's, first of all, the easiest way to prevent that. Explosion, TNT explodes, turn off. Now people can't kill you with explosions, no matter what, but if you're assuming that's not an option you want to do, here's something else you can do to protect yourself against explosions, and that's just keep on wearing your armor, and just keep on using it to your advantage, because here's what happens when even a creeper goes off next to you, even with TNT explodes. If you have a creeper, let's let them detonate right on us. This should do a full heart of damage normally, because our armor does protect us. Boom! That does just half a heart of damage, and the full damage does another heart. That's a single heart for a single creeper, and that means if they want to kill you, they need to have a creeper detonate, then another creeper, then some TNT or something. It's just so impractical to do, even when it's right next to you like that. It's even just a single heart. It's so impossible to kill you, and that is why having this full set of armor, removing all potion ingredients from your world, or just never what's really, and then also having access to, having golden apples on you all the time means that you can never be killed and you become invincible in Minecraft. So yeah, this is a guide on how to become invincible. It's a bit ridiculous because if you have all this stuff, people probably aren't going to fight you anyway. But if you want to be like immortal and invincible and everything else, then this video maybe helps you out. So if you did like the video, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel and lets me know you do like these sorts of weird things. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you have like a multiplayer survival world and you don't trust people and you're like, aha, I've now found a way to cement my dominance on the world. I'd love to know. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.